It is exactly 1 month until my surgery. I had it on this little countdown for a while now. I have the pre-op on the 25th of June, which is just under 3 weeks away. I'm quite nervous for the pre-op because they do blood work and I have a real phobia of getting my blood taken. And then I guess just go through a big long list of questionnaires about health. I'm a bit concerned. Ironically, I got a UTI at the start of this week, so I've just been taking antibiotics now, and I was really stressed about that and if that would have any impact on the surgery. But I called the surgeon's office and they said that it was fine and not to worry right now if it doesn't get better, just to let them know like a couple of weeks before the surgery. But for now, it has absolutely no effect, which was really good to hear because I was going on a spiral. At the moment, I have a very anxious brain in general, but I've been worrying a lot in case they find anything wrong with me and then they can't go ahead and do the surgery. Like maybe I've got something wrong with my blood, or I don't know, maybe they'll find something else in the urine sample that they do, or I'm not sure. So fingers crossed it'll all be okay, but yeah, I'm a bit anxious. I'm home from the pre-op now, so I thought I would come and talk about how it was. We went over all the consent forms and did like a whole questions, answers, FAQs type thing. They took some lab work, so they did an MRSA swab and a blood test. I hate blood tests, but it was okay. It went fine, and I should have the results of that tomorrow, so I will come back with an update about that because the blood tests are my main concern at the moment, just in case there's any elevated white blood cells or in case I've got something else going on. I think they said that they check like potassium levels, glucose levels, things like that, and obviously iron levels as well. I was concerned because I had low B12, but they actually don't test B12, so I didn't need to worry about that at all, which is funny because that's been like literally driving me up the wall, being worried about that, so I didn't need to worry about that at all apparently. I also got given, or I bought, two surgery bras, and they are the most uncomfortable thing. I'm so sorry if you are gonna have surgery and you're gonna have to wear one of these. I'm sorry in advance. Personally, I hate compression, so compression for me is heinous. The fact that I have to wear this for 8 weeks, I put it on and I cried. That is how uncomfortable this was to me. So the actual like bust of it, this bit's actually fine. It's the band that is not fine. So I got measured like for my size, and when they said that I would be a size small, I was a bit concerned because I generally am a size small to medium, but in terms of bras and underwear, I avoid anything my size like the plague because I hate compression. So I wear underwear that's like 4 times bigger than my normal dress size, and bra size wise, I wear a band that's like 7 inches above what my actual band size is. So when he measured me and said I was a small, I kind of was dreading what it would be like, and unfortunately, it is everything that I worried it would be. So for now, we just wait. I should have the blood test results tomorrow. They said that if I have MRSA, which is unlikely, but you know, possible, then what they would do is do a sterile, is that the word? Antiseptic body wash and nasal spray, and you would do that for 3 days and then you'd go back and get tested again. And the man who did my pre-op assessment said that in all his years he's never had somebody go back after the antiseptic and test positive again. So essentially it's an easy fix if that's an issue. So as long as my bloods are okay, then we should be good to go. And then I am just going to do everything in my power not to get sick. If I get sick, my surgery is delayed and I have to pay £1,500. to reschedule. So that can't happen. There are some variables, there are some things going on at home which makes sickness more likely, and I'm highly concerned. So I might share about that later in the video, but that's where we're at. I'm just going to wait for the blood tests. I really hope they come in tomorrow and I don't have to wait till Monday, so fingers crossed. So it's a couple of weeks later now. I have my blood test results come through about 4 days after I was really worried because a couple of them were higher than the amount that they should be, but it was only by like a point. So I asked if that was an issue and they said no. They generally don't tell you your blood test results unless you ask for them. So I specifically wanted to ask for them because I was too worried about just like waiting and seeing. I got that back. The MRSA results came back at the same time and I don't have MRSA, so that's great. So once those results came back in, I finally started actually ordering some stuff that I needed for the recovery. I got a U-shaped pillow which sort of just goes behind you and stops you from being able to roll over, which is really good because you have to sleep on your back. I got a ton of other things. I got some body wipes and I got some straws. I got a long phone cable. I got a wedge pillow. It is now only 5 days until my surgery. I've had so much going on at home and I think that's why it's just flown by because I've not really been focused on it. I mentioned a bit earlier that I was worried about sickness. So my partner had been away and he came home on a long haul flight and I was really, really worried that he would bring home an illness from the plane or from just travelling in general. I initially was going to quarantine from him, but then because my life was just crazy at home, I decided not to, so took the risk and thankfully, so far so good. Neither of us have shown any signs of illness, which is great, but I have been wearing face masks in shops and supermarkets just to stay on the safe side. As far as I'm aware, I should be told my surgery time hopefully tomorrow. I was hoping it would be today, but maybe tomorrow because I still don't know what time I'm going in for surgery. I don't know what time my hospital admission is and I don't know what time I need to get there. That is the next stage. I'm gonna end this video as the next time I'm gonna be recording, I'm gonna be heading to my surgery. So that is going to be the actual surgery vlog. So I will next be picking up the camera in 5 days time when I am on my way to my breast reduction surgery. I just can't believe that this is happening.